How's it going, everybody? In today's video, we've got games 2 and 3 of our starting opening series against the Royals of. If you didn't saw yesterday's video, didn't see yesterday's video, we won that one. So today we are looking to take game 2 and take the series. Spencer Schwellenbach will be on the mound for the Braves, and he will go off against Michael Wacha. Looking around the league, a big day in Toronto as Alejandro Kirk hits for the cycle, and then Dalton Varsho gets his 100th career home run. So poor A's got rocked against the Blue Jays, it looks like, but big day out there for the reigning American League champs as they hope to continue their winning ways, I guess, and get back to that World Series and maybe even claim a World Series. But looking around here, Isaac Collins looked good last night, and Bobby Witt Jr. actually will start the game and rip that one into right field. He's been fairly quiet to start the season, and he will start his night off with a double. Pasquantino hits it off Dubon, and he recovers to get the out for the second out of the inning. So good play by Dubon, and it's quickly 2 outs for Salvi Perez, the veteran, draws the 2-out walk. And it's going to be up to Kyle Isbell getting the start tonight in center field against the righty. 2 on, 2 out, and he takes strike 2. Strike 1. I'm just eager. And the 0-1 fastball is hit to Olsen. He takes it to the bag himself, and the Braves get out of the inning. So a little bit of a first inning jam there, but Schwelly works through it, and it is a scoreless ball game. So the Royals send out Michael Wacha. He's had himself a nice career. There you see his stats from last season, a 3.86 ERA, not too bad for the veteran. Former top prospect of the Cardinals. I actually don't know if he ever made it as a top prospect, but I know he was up there. So, just went from St. Louis to Kansas City. Here is Acuna. It's a strike at the knees. Probably could have swung at that one. He swings at this one and instead and puts it into the seats out in the Hank Aaron Terrace. And that is a leadoff home run for Ronald Acuna Jr. We'd like to see more of that this year, especially if we're going to keep our best hitter, one of our better hitters, in the leadoff spot. That's where he likes to be, so for now that's where he stays, and he shows some of his old tricks there as Olsen cranks that to right field. And no doubt about that one. So the Braves off to a hot start. 2 solo shots back to back. Acuna and Olsen. That's a mighty 1-2 punch. And it's quickly 2-0 off of 2 swings. Here's Ha-Seong Kim. He cannot go back to back to back and instead grounds out to second base. In the 5th spot, it's Profar as Baldwin is batting cleanup. And Profar maybe still has a little bit of those PEDs in him as he connects to right field. Similar spot to where Olsen hit his. And it is a 3-run first inning off of 3 solo shots. And still, only 2 outs. So we had Acuna, we had Olsen, and now we have Profar. Mike Yastrzemski in left field tonight. He's going to go to center field, and that one's gone. So the Royals see 6 batters and give up 4 solo home runs to start this ball game. Not the start Michael Wacha was hoping for, I don't think. But I like it. And it's 4-0 Atlanta. So there's a strike to India, but he's going to challenge. And that's a strike if I've ever seen one, but ABS says it's a ball, and he will draw a two-out walk. India on the move, and he's going to steal. So now that overturned call leads to a walk, leads to a stolen base, and the Royals are in business here with 2 outs in the second. Misner past the diving Albies into right field. India is going to come home, and the throw is offline, and the Orioles get on the board. We go to the third now, and Bobby Witt Jr. goes down swinging. That's got to feel good. Pasquantino thought about swinging, but it's called a strike. He doesn't challenge, and 2 quick outs and 4 strikeouts to start the night for Schwellenbach. Salvi Perez chases the high heat. 5 strikeouts through 3 innings. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Olsen does it again. This time with runners on into right center field. And that is a 3-run bomb. His second of the season, his second of the game. And he has opened this one up 6-1. I'm sorry, 7-1. I can't count. So 7-2. And that's a double play to end the ball game. And the Braves, with the power of the long ball, come in and clinch the series against the Royals. And they will go for the sweep in Game 3. So Matt Olson is your player of the game. He was 2 for 3 with 2 home runs. Schwellenbach goes 7. He strikes out 9 and gives up just the run. So yeah, that is your ball game. As you guys probably saw from the last video, I said that I was going to start playing on Dynamic. And I did on this game. But then I was like, Then I went to go play some Murder the Show for a few hours, and then I was like, okay, this isn't really that fun for me. So I cranked it up between All-Star and Hall of Fame, kind of. Well, I was going to say All-Star, and then I started the next game on All-Star, and then I just kind of was still mashing. And then so I was like, okay, well, I'll go up to Hall of Fame. So I went up to Hall of Fame for the majority of this next game and just lowered fastball pitch speed down 1 tick to see how that goes. You'll probably see that I'm still very late on a lot of fastballs, but we'll see. You know, I like Hall of Fame. If I play on anything lower, I just don't take pitches. So that's kind of what we're doing in the next game. As you can see here, some other notable performances. Acuna with the home run, 2 for 5. Yastrzemski with 2 for 4. So that is what we have to look forward to up next. All right, game 3. This is our game of the week, apparently. I guess there's not really a lot of good Sunday night matchups in the first weekend of the season. Ronaldo Lopez is going to make his first start. Last year, made 1 against the Padres, and then he was out the rest of the year. Chris Bubich had an excellent year last year. I think the Royals are expecting more. It's a nice 1-2-3 punch for Kansas City. They just maybe need to get out of Atlanta. But in this AL Central, where your only threat really is just the Tigers, I think they have a good shot of making some noise this year. So, Profar continues his hot start as he hits a single. Maybe someone should test him, as he just goes the other way. So it's another lefty, so we got our lefty lineup. So that means Sean Murphy is getting the start, Kyle Farmer is getting the start, and Eli White all of them are getting the start. So Sean Murphy continues his hot start. That's off the wall. Almost got out of here. Here comes Profar. He will score without a throw. The cutoff man decides not to make a throw, which is interesting because Profar's kind of slow. I would have tried to throw him out, but whatever. So Murph gets the first run across the board for the Braves, and it's already a 1-0 lead. And like I said, this is on, actually this first inning, these first couple of innings were on All-Star, but it will be Hall of Fame going forward after this half inning. So here is Ha-Seong Kim, and I have some thoughts about him. I think he is going to continue to be our starting shortstop, but I don't know if he really has the range. So that's strike 3, as he would have gone down on 3 pitches, but here's the beauty of ABS. Okay, that's clearly a ball. So he is going to, instead of being down 0-3, he will have a 1-2 count. So let's see if he can make something happen. That pitch misses badly. And we are back to even. A 2-2. Another pitch that, again, misses way up high. And instead of going down on 3 pitches, Ha-Seong Kim has worked the count full. Now, he swings at that nasty changeup from Bubic, but, you know, if he would have taken it, that would have been a walk instead of a 3-pitch strikeout. So, yeah, the result's still the same for Bubic. He gets the K, but we had to make him throw a few more pitches. So, you know, it doesn't hurt to challenge pitches like that. Although I had one this game where the pitch was clearly inside and the ABS system said it was a ball as Farmer yanks that into left field. Here comes Murphy to score. Kyle Farmer off to a good start. He's like, hey, take note. But anyways, I had an ABS challenge where it said that the pitch, this one might be it actually. Let's see. Yes, this is the one. That is not where that pitch went. And I think that's a bug. So someone needs to do something about that. But that was just awful. So now that's a strikeout instead of a walk. So Bubic a little wild here to start this game. That's a ball. I like this at the ABS system. If it can be, although I don't like that because that is not a strike. That is above the zone. So I don't know what kind of did the Royals bribe the umpires or whoever makes those calls. But anyways, Farmer down 1-2. Got to get out of his head. That was a bad at-bat or a bad ABS call. Let's see what he can do down 1-2. That's a pitch that Bubic wants back as Farmer continues his hot starts. Austin Riley, who? Off the foul pole and gone. Farmer's impressed me. He's had some hard hit balls to start the year. I know we're only 3 games in, but still, his first home run of the season, 117 miles off the bat. 426 feet to right field. And it is a 4-0 Braves lead. So, hey, he says, man, you know, you want to screw me over with that ABS call, I'll just hit one out of the park. We'll see how it goes. So, anyways, I do like the ABS system, though. I think it's a lot of fun in the game. Alright, we go to the 6th. Raylo's still out there. He's dealing. But this bottom third of the Royals lineup have been kind of pesky. They've been in trouble all series. If they're not walking on base, they're getting singles, and then they turn it over for the top of the order for someone like, hey, Bobby Witt Jr. And that's kind of, as Kim misplays that ball, just runs right past it. That's sort of the thing where I'm like, maybe I give Dubon some starts at short this next series and see how he does versus Kim and go from there. But we'll see. So Witt Jr. reaches on an error. Acuna makes the catch. That'll bring home a run. Sack fly thanks to the Kim error. Or scores the runner thanks to the Kim error. And it is a 4-1 Braves lead. On to the 7th, we're going to take a look at this bullpen. Tyler Kinley. I don't know who half the guys are on this Braves bullpen that they picked up. I just know, you know, some quote-unquote bullpen staples like Matzik and Chavez and Luke Jackson aren't there anymore. Now we have guys like Ian Hamilton and Tyler Kinley. And Kinley giving up a leadoff base hit here to Kyle Isbell. Michael Garcia. He's been quiet all series. He's going to hit that one down the left field line, and that will be a base hit. Isbell will hold at second, and the tying run is going to come up to the plate. Jonathan India hitting .333. He, of course, challenged that ABS or that strike three call on his first at bat and drew a walk instead. Stole second and was stranded, but still. Quickly, though, down 0-2 versus Kinley. Breaking pitch misses down. Curveball way outside. India works it back to 2-2. India hit hard to Olsen. He was just robbed. Runners were able to get back in time for the first out. Michael Massey is 0-2. Takes a strike right in his wheelhouse, and he was taken all the way, I guess. Fouls it off as Kinley is working it fast. Ground ball. Ozzie flips to Kim. On to first, and it is a wild throw. Another run scores thanks to Hassan Kim's inability to field and throw, apparently. So Dubon might actually be getting the start at shortstop this next series.
That's the ball.
So he extends the inning. Tying run at the plate, and Cameron Misner. Misner puts a good swing on that one, but it is right at Acuna to limit the damage. The Royals get a run, but that's all. 2 errors tonight, both on Ha-Seong Kim. Pretty even game, though, so far. 7 hits for both teams. 4 runs for the Braves, 2 for the Royals. So this is a tighter game than we want. Raisel Iglesias looking to slam the door. 2 outs. And he strikes out Perez. So, that will do it. The Braves come in and sweep the Royals to start the season. Boy, wouldn't that be a joy in real life. We'll see how that goes. But at least in video game form, things are looking pretty good so far. 5-2 is your final. Ronaldo Lopez stays healthy after his first start of the year. And Raisel Iglesias picks up the save. We get the sweep. Things are great. Except for, I guess, Ha-Seong Kim. We'll figure him out. Maybe, I don't know. He's a veteran. He shouldn't really have any jitters, so to speak. But regardless, player of the game is Kyle Farmer. 2 for 2 on home run, 2 RBIs, and a walk. And Lopez going 6, striking out 8. So we welcome the A's to town in our next video, and they are coming in 1-2. They salvaged a game against the Blue Jays. We'll see Lopez. We will see Severino, I know. And, I'm thinking, and I'll probably get into this a little bit more in the next video, but I'm thinking we're going to mix things up with the rotation, given we go straight into another, we just go straight on the road. We don't have any off days for the next 3 series. So with that all being said, that's what we have to look forward to. And if you like what you saw, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe as I post videos as often as I can. Let me know how y'all are enjoying this, and we will see you next time. Take care.